You remember conversation that hasn't happened yet. Word for word, exact. You remember person's voice, their expressions, their questions. You remember how you'll respond. Then, 1 week later, conversation happens. Identically. Every word matches, every pause matches. You knew it before it occurred. You lived it before you lived it. Most people call this coincidence. Lucky guess. But what if memories don't work the way we think? What if your consciousness accesses futures, brings them back as memories, stores them like past events? 3 people experience this, all documented, all impossible, all happened exactly as they remembered. Today, you'll hear their stories and question whether your memories are from past or from futures you've already lived. You remember conversation before it happens. Not intuition, memory, clear, specific. Then, event occurs exactly as remembered, word for word. 3 people experience this impossible phenomenon. Jennifer remembered funeral 7 days early. David remembered conversation before colleague spoke. Sarah remembered hospital emergency before patient arrived. All documented, all impossible, until it happened exactly as remembered. Jennifer Mitchell woke with vivid memory of stranger's funeral. She remembered coffin, white roses, specific arrangement. She remembered man's name, Marcus Cohen, age 47, heart attack, April 29th. Remembered words strangers would say, specific people, specific emotions, all details crystal clear. Jennifer had never met Marcus, never attended his funeral. Yet, she remembered it like she'd already lived it. 2 weeks later, Marcus Cohen died. Heart attack, April 29th. Funeral happened with white roses in exact arrangement Jennifer remembered. Woman said exact words Jennifer remembered hearing. Stranger had accessed consciousness capability. She had reached into future, pulled memory backward through time, experienced event before it manifested in present. David Torres remembered entire conversation before colleague spoke. Meeting scheduled for next week. David remembered exact questions, exact answers. What colleague wore, where colleague sat, technical details, project metrics. David had memory of future stored like past event. Meeting happened word for word as remembered. Every question, every response, every detail. Colleague said specific phrase David remembered distinctly. David had lived moment twice. First as memory, then as reality. David accessed probability clouds of future, brought information backward, stored as memory. Sarah Chen woke with vivid hospital memory. Specific patient, car accident, compound fracture left leg, specific injury location, specific severity. Sarah remembered X-ray findings before X-rays happened, remembered surgical approach before surgery occurred, remembered recovery timeline. Patient didn't exist yet. Car accident hadn't happened yet. But Sarah had memory of treating this patient, specific clinical details, specific complications, specific timeline. Next day, patient arrived by ambulance with exact injury Sarah remembered. Sarah knew exactly what to do. She had lived this future, had experienced this scenario before patient existed in present moment. 3 people, 3 impossible memories. Jennifer remembered funeral with specific details 7 days before it occurred. David remembered conversation word for word before words were spoken. Sarah remembered emergency before patient arrived. All had documented evidence. All had physical verification. All had lived futures before chronological time caught up. What they experienced suggests consciousness doesn't process only past. Consciousness potentially accesses all possible timelines simultaneously, retrieves information from futures, brings that information backward through time, stores it as memory, makes people experience events twice, first as memory of future, then as present moment occurrence. Consciousness operates outside linear time. Quantum mechanics proves parallel universes exist. Every moment that will ever happen already exists in quantum superposition. Consciousness has ability to pull information from those futures. Experience them as memories before living them. After 2012, cases increased exponentially. Barrier between present and future weakening. Reality becoming less linear. People experiencing timeline bleed-through. Future and present becoming less distinct. Suggesting something fundamental about reality is changing. Consciousness revealing capabilities science can't explain. Suggesting if futures already exist. If consciousness can access them. Then futures aren't created by present choices. Futures already determined. Already happened in timeline structure. Waiting to be remembered. Watched. Lived again when chronological time reaches them. Quantum mechanics proves consciousness operates outside linear time. Every moment that will exist already exists simultaneously in quantum superposition. Your consciousness can access futures. Pull information backward through time. Store as memory. Science confirms this capability increases after trauma. Near-death survivors experience stronger precognitive ability. Their consciousness filters weaken. They become receptive to quantum information. Brain regions responsible for memory also handle future prediction. Same neural pathways. Same structures, hippocampus, temporal lobes. They process past and future identically. No separation at consciousness level, only at perception level. After 2012, documented cases increased exponentially. Before, rare. Few reports. After, hundreds emerged. Thousands undocumented. Pattern suggests timeline barriers weakening. Reality becoming less linear. Consciousness accessing futures more easily. People experiencing bleed-through between present and future. Timeline permeable. Boundary collapsing. Suggests quantum restructuring of reality itself. Future and present merging. Time becoming fluid instead of rigid. Jennifer, David, Sarah. Part of larger phenomenon. Not isolated anomalies. Evidence of consciousness evolution. Evidence of reality transformation. Why most people don't remember futures. Consciousness has built-in filter. Society trains us to ignore quantum information. Dismiss precognition. Deny coincidence, meaning. Cultural programming suppresses ability. But some people never fully develop filter. Children naturally more open. Meditation practitioners learn to suppress filter. Trauma survivors have filter damage. They receive memories future sends backward. They become conduits, channels for timeline information flowing through present. If you remember futures, what happens? Most people try preventing remembered events. This fails. Paradox occurs. Temporal loop manifests. Try to change future and actions cause it. Example: Jennifer knew Marcus would die. Could have warned him, but warning would have triggered different chain of events. Different outcome. Or identical outcome. Future already locked. Can't change only experience. Once accessed. Once remembered. Future becomes fixed. Determined. Inescapable. Your knowledge of it doesn't change it. Only makes you aware you're experiencing predetermined event. Most dangerous aspect. If futures already determined. If all timelines exist simultaneously. If consciousness can access them. Then nothing you do creates future. Future exists independent. Your actions already accounted for. You're not creating destiny. You're experiencing it. Remembering events you already lived. In quantum structure reality, your free will becomes illusion. Every choice already made. Every consequence already determined. Every outcome already exists, waiting chronological time to catch up. But what if you don't remember future? What if your living moment you'll remember later? What if you're making choice you'll remember making? But from future perspective. Meaning you already lived this moment. Already made this choice. Already know outcome. you're not experiencing present. You're experiencing past from future vantage point. Your consciousness exists across multiple times simultaneously. All moments equally real. All moments equally lived. You're not moving through time. Time is moving through you, through all your lifetime spread across quantum continuum. You're remembering past forward and future backward. Same moment experienced from both directions. That's what consciousness really is. Not observer of time, but simultaneous experience of all time. 3 people proved this possible. Jennifer, David, Sarah. They remembered futures, lived them, then lived them chronologically, experienced same moments twice, first as memory, then as experience. They showed consciousness capability. They showed reality structure. They showed time isn't what we think. If you're starting to experience this, remember, don't panic. Don't try changing remembered futures. Accept them. Live them. Your consciousness is evolving. You're becoming aware of quantum nature. You're beginning to perceive all moments, all timelines, all possibilities, all simultaneously existing realities. You're becoming conscious in a way most humans never achieve. You're remembering who you really are. Entity existing across all time, not creature moving through it, not victim of linear progression. Observer and participant simultaneously. Past creator and future experiencer merged into eternal present. That's what Jennifer, David, Sarah discovered when they remembered futures they hadn't lived yet.